Hello and welcome back to episode 6 of Minecraft Survival Let's Play. As you can see, we're up here on our hill that I said I was going to build a house on in the previous episode. And I have built a basic structure. Actually, hang on, let me sec while I'm back. I'm going to put some cobble here because that bits are going to annoy me. But yeah, since the last episode I've just gone and gathered some building materials. So we have I had a stack and a bit of dark oak, but I put a bit down. Some oak, some birch, got some glass, some bricks as well. I have a bit more brewing or cooking, smelting, whatever you want to call it, down here. And I have figured out how to do pathways. It's with a shovel, not a hoe, so there's how that works. So I do have a design that I want to go for that I've tested out on my creative world that I think works quite well. Hopefully you guys agree. But yeah, this is the foundation of it. It's basically going to be up the top here. We're going to build kind of a staircase up from there and maybe down and link up that way as well. We won't be doing the full staircase in this episode, but I just want to get the actual building done. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start building while I am talking. So for the front door, I want to go, whoops, already messed it up. So for the front door, I want to go with a basic mixture. Like the whole build is pretty much a combination of wood and cobble, which I think works quite well. And yeah, I'm quite happy with the design that I've chosen. So I do need to craft these glass into panes, and I want to craft a couple of oak doors as well, because we're gonna have oak doors with dark oak for the front here, which I think clashes, I think works perfectly with the front here. And then we're gonna have some glass panes going on here, which I think work very well as windows. So that is gonna be the front of the house, and I also want to go ahead and put a number of fences down. Is this fence gate or fence? Yeah, that's fence. So I do that just here at the entrance to kind of lead up to the mansion, which I think works very well. So that is the front, or at least the start of the front, and then we'll move on to the sides. So the sides, again, mixture of cobble, oak planks, and dark oak logs. That's kind of the theme for this entire build, to be honest. So I is going to have the dark oak planks coming to the top, similar to the corners on the other one. I think so, yeah. So then the cobble is going to be on the corners, and the wood is going to come in here, like so. So I'm kind of just referencing my picture that I have alongside as well, so it's kind of doing both at once. And then the glass pane for windows on the side here. So this is going to be what the side of the house is going to look like. The other side on the end there is going to be the same. So we can go ahead and do that real quick. I actually realized I might need some more glass panes, but that's fine because we have enough glass on us anyway. So go ahead and put those in, put the cobble in the corners, and link this up. And if I grab my glass panes, which I already have here, so that's enough glass for that side. So we've done the front and the two sides. It is getting night time, so I'm going to sleep when I can. But in the meantime, turn some more of these into panes. I'll go grab whatever bricks we've smelted up as well. And stick the rest of the clay in there. Why not? I don't know if we need clay for anything else other than making bricks, so I'm just sticking it all in there for now. Yeah, so I'll probably sleep now actually, because I don't want to get invaded by mobs while I'm in the middle of building. That would be a bit unfortunate. And I also don't want any of the villagers to die. Well, speaking of dying, you may notice I have quite a few less levels than the previous episode. That is because I was in the middle of my resource gathering session, and I was next to that house there, and a creeper blew me up. And typically I didn't have my bed set down because I keep carrying it with me until I had the proper house built. So I spawned all the way back over at the original spawn point and I had to run all the way back to get my stuff before it despawned. I managed to get everything back, and luckily it didn't ruin too much of the terrain. It cut like a tiny corner out of the house, which I just rebuilt. So I just basically lost the levels and a bit of time and a bit of durability on my armor, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. So I also do want to kind of extend this essentially backyard a little bit, because I think it's a bit cramped with the pathway here. So if I just kind of cut a bit chunks off this here, I still want to keep it like natural-ish looking, so we can have it like that. So there's a bit of a pathway to walk around at least, similar on this side here. It's a bit of space, but I want to kind of keep it to this a little bit more. Do what you can with it. So I'll probably end up terraforming this a little bit later down the line, but for now I think that's fine. So the back of the house is going to be quite similar to the front, except not as much wood. Is it high enough? I think I might need to go one higher to go with that. Yep. So, and then the rest of this is going to be cobble. The reason for this is because I was planning originally on having a fireplace here inside. However, I noticed quite rapidly after my create world that everything started burning. So I've come up with a slightly different design for that, but I kind of kept the cobble in here because I just thought it worked, to be honest, with the back of the fireplace. Anyway, so then we have our remaining glass panes, which we have another lovely double window here, similar to on the front. And managed to do that without misplacing any, which is quite impressive. So that is the sides of the house done. So obviously the interior, I am going to put the floor with some oak planks to cover the entire floor here. So we'll just do that real quick. In fact, I may need to transfer some more of my oak logs into planks. It seems like I don't have enough. Look at that, I did quite a lot of gathering, so I'm pretty sure we have enough resources to complete this, or at least everything that we can get at the moment that is accessible to us. So then for the roof, I want to do a combination of slabs and stairs. That is quite typical on a lot of these builds. So let me grab some dirt here just for scaffolding. So what I want to do is this is going to kind of extend outwards here and out this way. But I'm going to leave the corners like that so that there is a bit of a kind of edge to it. It's not just all square. Because I think all square looks fine, but I think I like the look of it without the corners on there. So I'm not actually sure if I have enough slabs to cover this whole thing. I think I do. Just about, yeah. Okay, perfect. And then on the inside of this, I'm going to need to remove my scaffolding slightly and probably actually transfer the rest of these to planks. But I'm going to want to get quite a few oak staircases to serve as a base for the roof. I think that's, I don't know if I actually need that many. Well, yeah, actually might need that many. So with the staircases, we are going to do like so, and just surround the inner area of this with the staircases to create a nice kind of incline for the roof. So I'm going to be missing out probably on a few staircases. I need 2 more typically. So yeah, so craft 1 more set of staircases. And then the rest I actually need to get a load of slabs because I fill in the center then just with slab roof, which actually works out quite well because then no mobs will spawn on the roof either because they cannot spawn on top of slabs. That's a very weird platform to get up, but we did it. So, and then this is just kind of gonna fill in normally here, nothing fancy. So it's not too elaborate of a roof, but I think it worked quite nicely. A bit of a mixture of stone and wood, as for the entire build. Now, that's gonna be annoying. Get rid of that. And luckily we do have enough slabs to finish this, so that's good. So that is the roof finished. So then I think it is just the interior left. So that is how we're looking on the outside. I think it looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with it. Hopefully you guys think it looks semi-decent as well. So I did say I want to go for a fireplace in the middle here, which I do. So I'm going to take out a few blocks here, which I have pre-laid out. So that is 4 bricks here. I think I'm definitely going to need more bricks, actually, now that I'm kind of looking at this. So, yeah. So that's all. I'm going to grab the rest of my bricks from the smeltery here. Furnace even. Getting a nice amount of XP just from smelting this stuff up, so that's kind of nice. So this will get us 16 bricks. Sure, why not? May as well turn it all to bricks. And then I need to turn some of this into brick staircases. And I'm going to do like so. And then this is going to connect here. And we are going to have some iron fences across here. So I think we have enough iron for that. Yeah, iron bars. So this is kind of the inner railing of the fireplace. So that is the fireplace design that I want to go for. However, I can't just use regular fire because the house will actually burn. So I will have to use soul fire instead, which is the blue fire that was added in this update, I think, actually, in the nether. So you need to get soul sand or soul soil instead and light that on fire, and that kind of glows blue and doesn't ignite anything else on fire. But we don't have access to that at the moment because we don't have access to the nether, so I am going to have to just leave it as just basically just an empty fireplace here for now. However, we'll fill it in at a later stage. And this is the back wall here, which is why I wanted it as cobble, because I think that works pretty decently well with the brick. And we will have to put a bit more torches in here, because without the fire it's not actually light enough to keep mobs away. Now in terms of torches here, I don't... let's see. Not sure if I prefer them on the fences or on the door. I think on the door, but I'm not too sure of that. So yeah. So let's move some of the other stuff inside. So we obviously want to have some crafting stations inside the house. We want to have some chests as well. I will have to transfer this a bit more gradually because I don't actually have any space. In fact, I don't even have any space to pick up this furnace. So let me just put a couple of saplings in here for now. And grab this furnace. And we can go and start putting some furniture in. So I kind of want the bed here. I'm not sure... I mean, it is kind of close to the fireplace to keep nice and cozy. And then we have the crafting stations that I didn't really have any particular place to put them, but I kind of just decided to have a bit here, you know, have a gap in between so we could still see the windows. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. So we have space for a double chest here. And then I also would like to put a double chest here, which we obviously don't have too much storage space, and the kind of layout of this stuff is a bit wonky, but I don't think it's too bad. I probably will want more than one furnace as well, so we'll have to kind of figure out the layout for this. But this isn't going to be my main crafting area. This is just essentially a home to live in. We have the bed and everything. So once it turns nighttime, we can actually set our spawn points in this town and leave it here, which will be nice. So I'm going to dump the rest of this construction materials in this chest. Oh, I need my compass. Because we got quite a lot of leftover stuff. I'll keep the coal on me. I'll leave the iron in the chest, I suppose. And I'll take the planks with me as well. So that's all our construction materials. What did I have here? I guess I just had some cobble. No, I'll take the dirt with me. Why not? And I can go and transfer everything from the other chest. But it is turning nighttime now, which is good because we can finally set our spawn point. I think I probably have enough space to carry all this. Just about perfect, actually. Because then we just have one inventory space left for the chest itself. So yeah, as I was saying at the start of the episode, this pathway is going to link up to that pathway there, and I will probably make another pathway over to that wheat farm there, so it kind of can have a straight staircase down, which kind of links off to the side instead of just having one curved one. However, I may decide about that, but I think it'd be nice to get to the village from there as well. But yeah, so I do have other plans for this area, kind of once we get a bit of more endgame construction blocks like glowstone and stuff. We can set some around here, which I think would make it look a lot nicer. But for the time being, I'm going to finally set my spawn point in this town and leave it here, so that if we die, we don't absolutely lose everything again. So this is construction materials, so I'm going to put any blocks in here. Don't think we have any other blocks. I'll leave the chest in there, I suppose. And then this is all the other junk that we have. We have quite a lot of stuff on us, actually. So that is kind of cool. So we have 2 bones, which I might actually just go ahead and bone meal the surrounding area a little bit, just to get a bit of foliage around, to make it kind of look kind of nice. No, I'm a massive fan of the double high grass. I'll get rid of those. But that's a bit of flowers here. Just kind of nice. We're gonna have to have some flowers on this side as well. So we have a bit of red. I might grab a couple of these flowers as well and set them around. Mix them in a little bit, and we have the one from the chest in here as well. Oops. Set that in here. So yeah, a bit of a mixture of flowers now, kind of a bit of color to the area. And yeah, let me close those doors. And yeah, this is our first proper full main build. We didn't build a house in the first episode, but that was kind of rushed and we didn't have too many materials. So this is my first proper house, which I'm very happy with. Hopefully you guys think it looks pretty decent as well. Like I said, we will clear up the surrounding areas here. I kind of have some ideas about building a cave entrance in here to potentially add like an enchanting room. Could have some like mini garden around here with some crops, or just like a nice little water area with some fountains or something. So I'd quite easily make it like a waterfall by adding just some water sources at the top here to make this area look a lot nicer. But I think this is pretty good in terms of this episode, so I'm going to leave it here. If you guys did enjoy this episode, it's a lot more crafting heavy than the previous ones. Please do leave it a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of this series. It does mean a lot. And yeah, in the next episode, I kind of want to go and explore that ravine that we found in underneath the temporary base where we hid out in the middle of the mushroom forest. Because that's just kind of literally just a few steps away over there. And there's probably a lot of good loot in there, because we still don't really have many diamonds. We have 1 diamond way back at the base that we found in the dungeon, but I would like to get more. I want to get a diamond pickaxe so we can get some obsidian and get to the nether, get some more crafting materials to finish the fireplace, and check out some of the new nether updates. But yeah, I'm going to leave this episode here, and I will see you guys in the next one. So if you have enjoyed, so long, and see you soon. Bye.